everyone, and welcome to another episode of Me Driving to Work. I am your host slash chauffeur, Darkness 30XX of the Black Hood crew, named there in the corner. By all means, follow along on all the social medias and video share sites and whatnot, YouTube and Facebook. And catch me on TikTok as well. Getting everywhere. So yeah, I know I wasn't here on any of my streams last week or yesterday. Life happens. I was out of town over the weekend, back again on Sunday, and then I was contacted by my boss that my services were requested a little bit early on Monday. That was yesterday. So instead of being there at 4, I was there at 12 noon till 12:30 in the morning. So yeah, a nice healthy 12-hour shift, just, to round out my hours of the week. To be there at 4. Yeah. So hopefully everyone had a, festive Christmas over the weekend. For those of you that celebrate, for those of you that don't, hopefully you had a relaxing day. New Year's is coming up. New Year's Eve is Friday. New Year's Day obviously will be Saturday. And I'm pretty sure people got parties lined up and everything going on. Word of advice, don't do it. Don't leave. Don't go anywhere. Have your own private thing, alone at home if you have to. Don't go out. They are shutting down celebration parties all over the place. A big light ball, they do a giant lit orange because Florida. Celebrations canceled. Not happening. So, as you may already know, it's basically because of the Omicron variant that thankfully was created by our unvaccinated population. So you can go ahead and thank them for the garbage we're still in now. And yeah, it's just been incredibly busy at the hospital with this Omicron variant, and it's getting ridiculous. We are so busy with people coming in to get tested and coming in for that Regeneron treatment, which they put very strict restrictions, basically, on who can and can't get it. Basically, number one criteria, you have to be over 65. If you're under 64, it doesn't matter if you fit the other criteria. Over the age of 65, then you go from there. Another one is you can't have your booster. For those that are that are unvaccinated and over the age of 65, you qualify. Women who are pregnant, but if you're over the age of 65 and a woman that's pregnant, there's a problem. Don't be that. So, there's a couple others, can't really name off the top of my head, but yeah, don't Don't start blowing up emergency rooms looking for this stuff because they will turn you away in a heartbeat. Like, without a second thought, they're going to be like, nope, bye. When it comes to testing in general now, and this I actually heard the other day. So, Governor DeSantis of Florida here stated, do not go to the emergency room to be tested. Go to a free testing center. They've now started putting restrictions on the emergency room testing. They will only test you if you are showing symptoms. If you are not, don't even bother. Still want to get tested? Free testing site. Bye. However, if you come to the emergency room and initially tell people that you have no symptoms, and then after being informed that, yes, you do have symptoms, that there are the restrictions on testing, and that now you have symptoms, I don't like you at all. So don't be that person. Don't do it. If you're having symptoms, by all means, come in and get tested. If not, go to a free testing site or just stay the hell home. Don't be that person. And once again, if you're coming to the emergency room to be tested for the virus, by all means, please be aware that you will incur an emergency room fee for a free test. I'm going to say that again. You are going to incur a fee you have to pay for a free test. Don't be that person. I was informed yesterday that sometime in the morning, before I got there at 12, that there was a family that had come in. I think they said maybe it was 4 or 5 members in this family. Came right off the plane or boat or however the hell they got there, seeking to be tested. They were politely informed that this is not a free testing center. We have a sign out front indicating as such, not a free testing center, and that they would have to pay to get the test. They promptly, but wholly unnecessarily, became violently angry, as if it was our fault that they came to an emergency room to be tested for a virus that they weren't even showing symptoms for. So, once again, do not go to an emergency room to be tested for the COVID-19 virus or any of its variants. Don't do that. Go to a free testing center. There are a dozen and a half facilities, freestanding testing sites, tents, whatever you want to call them, in Broward County. In Miami-Dade, where I live, there's 3 times that many facilities, 3 times that many tents, testing locations. There's literally 3 within minutes of my house. Do not go to an emergency room to be tested. Don't do it. Unless, it's a big unless you are showing symptoms of the virus. If you are, by all means, come to the emergency room. But just know that even though you are showing symptoms and you will be tested, you must also realize that there's nothing they can do for you. There is no treatment. There is nothing they can do to alleviate your symptoms. That's it. The best they can do is basically hit you with everything they got and try to keep you alive. That's it. There's no cure for COVID-19, but there are things you can do to prevent acquiring said virus. And once again, these are the dumbest, simplest things you can do to protect yourself from this virus. First and foremost, don't go anywhere. Don't congregate. Social distance. Next, wash your hands. Any surface you touch, especially if it's been handled by others, by all means, wash your hands 30 seconds. 20 to 30 seconds. Good hand washing. And then finally, if you do need to go out, mask up. That's it. Wear your mask. All you got to do. Now, want to take it a step further and add another layer of protection? Get the damn vaccine. Just get it. Whatever hesitation you have is basically based on fear. Don't fear it. People are not dying from this thing on a regular basis. Adverse reactions are extremely rare. Just go get it. Now, if you can't get because of whatever condition you may have, whatever issue you have going on in your life, and you cannot get the vaccine, perfectly fine. I will not fault you because it's usually something you cannot control. However, if you are able to get the vaccine, you have no pre-existing condition that would have adverse reactions to it, you're not allergic to it, anything like that, by all means, go get it. Get your shots, get the booster. Because statistically, and this is by the numbers, if you have the vaccine, the likelihood of contracting the virus is reduced. But even if you do get it, if you do end up contracting the disease, its effect on you is greatly reduced. So much so that even someone who is in the at-risk category without the vaccine would probably die. With the vaccine, will survive. And lastly, if you are vaccinated, the likelihood of you passing it onto another person is greatly reduced, almost nearly eliminated. Go get it. Go get the shot. It's only going to benefit you and those around you. That's it. It's not hard, very easy. Many places are providing it. You can literally go to any pharmacy at this point, set up appointments, and go get the vaccine. Do it. At the end of the day, it's only going to benefit you. I've had my vaccine. I've had my booster. I'm a walking, talking, living example of this thing doing its stinking job. At no point during this entire pandemic have I ever shown any symptoms. Never tested positive. Never had to take a day off from work. Never had to go out of my way to avoid places like restaurants, supermarket, what have you. Now, when I go out to those places, do I wear my mask? Absolutely, without fail. When I go anywhere, I wear my mask. When I have the opportunity, I do social distance. I stay the heck away from people. Mostly because I'm antisocial. But all this mess, it's not hard. It's not going to kill you to wear your mask. Not going to kill you to social distance. Not going to kill you to wash your hands. And the likelihood of you being killed by the vaccine is so low that you have a greater chance of being struck by lightning twice. Like, come on. What would you rather have? Surviving the virus? Getting struck by lightning twice? Like, come on. It's perfectly fine. Just do it. Anyway, as I get closer to work, I also have to let everybody know it has been extremely busy everywhere. If you are not having a life-threatening condition or a life-threatening emergency, do not come to the emergency room. Don't do it. You're going to see much longer wait times than normal. You're going to see a lot more people being congregated in places you wouldn't want to be caught around. Do not do it. Far too many people have been showing up over the last week and a half, 2 weeks, for garbage reasons. Don't be that person. Don't do it. Stay home. Self-medicate if you can. Bandage yourself up as best you can on your own, unless it's something that cannot be done at home. I have seen people wait hours, get angry, and I wish I could tell them to their faces, you have no business here. You have no reason for being here. No legitimate medical reason to be here in an emergency room. You don't get to be angry because you have to wait because you decided on a random Monday or Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, or whatever, it doesn't matter, any day of the week. You decided on some random day that whatever minor issue you have going on in your life, that you got to show up to an emergency room. To have a doctor tell you there's nothing wrong with you. Because that's what's going to happen. They're going to look you in the eye and they're going to tell you there's nothing wrong with you. Go the hell home. Don't do it. Don't be that person. So yeah, just pulling into the parking lot now. I'm still going to be staying on for a few more minutes. Find a nice parking spot somewhere. Here's good. So yeah, it's not going to kill you to stay home if you're having some sort of minor issue. And if you're having, say, like a chronic issue, something you know you already have a problem with, an emergency room doctor is not going to help you. We'll also take this for people that are having issues with their mouth, specifically their teeth. There are no dentists. The best they can do is maybe give you some antibiotics for whatever infection you got in your face. Go see a dentist. Just go do it. It's exhausting having to deal with people who you know are full of crap. But you gotta treat them, as if their issue is the only issue. But in reality, it's not. It's frustrating as hell, and there's plenty of things I wish I could just tell people to their faces, like, you're full of crap. Go home. We don't want you here. Don't be here. Don't do it. Go home, relax, self-medicate. You'll be fine. I haven't been in an emergency room in years, and the last time I did was because, what was it? Oh, so it was back pain that later on was something that needed to be surgically removed. But even still, it's been a long time since I've seen the inside of an emergency room from the side of the patient. Don't do it. Just stay home, self-medicate, take care of yourself. Whatever preemptive steps you got to take care of yourself, do it. It's not that hard to take care of yourself. Simple things you can do on a daily basis to keep you out of the hospital. Eating right, some exercise, not even a ridiculous amount. Regularly seeing your doctor, regularly seeing a dentist. And you'll find that you'll be spending less time in an emergency room. Much less time. Anyway. Yeah. It's just frustrating having to deal with these people and their issues day in and day out. For some of them to even get angry at me, like it's my fault they're there. It's not. Don't get angry at the people that work there. If it was up to us, you wouldn't be there either. So, it is what it is. Anyway, We're going to go ahead and cut out the stream here. Yeah, by all means, follow along. YouTube, Facebook, Black Hood Crew, Steam, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, all at the name there in the corner, BHC_Darkness30XX. That's this guy right here. Everyone have a good day. Stay safe out there and be excellent to each other. Have a good one.